Look at those. Oh, my goodness. These look unbelievable. We could start by, having donuts in our mouth.
We got to start. These two ain't doing shit today. I'm playing.
Yeah, you're playing. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. You know what? So that's it. The episode has started. It's an episode of The Shift presented by R2C2 and the MLB Players Association, where we love to have these extended conversations with, all different guys throughout the league. But today we have a couple of our favorites, Adam Jones and Cameron Maybin joining us. See, this is good stuff, man.
This is good. I got donuts right now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you know the show really just let you in on a little slice of life, because these guys are just eating donuts right now. They're just in the middle of it, which means I have to do the intro. And I have been letting you do the intro.
Yeah, it's the first one in a long time.
It is, man. It is. Welcome back to the show, guys. It's good to have you. Cameron, I think this is your third time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, though.
Yeah, it has been
Since
a minute.
the Game of Thrones.
This is
right.
Adam's third time, too.
Adam's third time, too, man.
Yeah.
That's right. And Adam's just crushing donuts right now.
Stay hungry.
Off the day. Off day.
Do you like Adam has a shirt of a burger, and he said what was his first line to us?
Would you eat me? And I said I need bacon.
Would you eat me?
Oh my
We can
God!
get bacon, bro. And you got avocado?
Nah, you so
can't put
California.
no.
Y'all some California.
I don't like that shit. You
don't
can't
like
put
that
in the hell, no.
Wait, I'm telling you,
That's
Jonesy
some
got
San Diego shit.
Jonesy got some Mexican in him. Not Latino,
Nah, but
Mexican.
No, when you grew up in San Diego, you definitely do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get that's
Matter
part
of fact,
of the culture.
I think the first time I had guacamole was with this food. And Mousy made it, I think.
I do put avocado on my burger, Adam. I'm just saying, man. I love it.
Bacon and avocado.
It's terrific. You could have a nice spicy mustard as well if you like.
Prince got me putting peanut butter on there.
What?
He put peanut butter on his burgers.
That's like cereal.
And I tried that
stuff,
shit
man.
though, and it's fucking good.
It's good.
Is it really?
It's good.
Peanut butter on a burger?
It's good. That's a Prince Fielder.
That's too much.
That sounds like something's off,
bruh.
right?
Hey, there's a lot of different things you can do with a burger, man.
Can I just tell you guys, since CeCe's making crazy statements like this, can I just tell you, the other day we got a question from a fan when we had DJ on, and the question was, if aliens came down and asked you, do you want to come with us, knowing this planet may be in trouble sometime soon, and it's not an abduction, it's something safe, would you go? And C's answer was, well, it depends what planet. And I'm like, this guy has certain planets he'll visit and certain planets he won't,
Depends on
man.
where we going,
That's
cuz.
true.
If we going down, though, we got to get up out of here.
It depends on where we going. I might want to go down.
True.
Fuck you.
He said safe, though.
It's safe.
He said
it's safe.
If it's safe, I
mean, you seen some of these movies, you know what I'm saying? Some of this shit you don't want to,
I think they already got just little cities up there anyway.
You think so, man?
They might.
You think so?
Hey, there's a lot going on that we don't know about.
We should be a part of this storm in Area 51. September. Carter's got a whole map.
No, does he really?
This little fool's he signed up for the petition. He's got the map and everything, guys. He's going. He's down.
I was already practicing my run, so
I'm going to let the first wave go and see if the government shoot him down first. Then I go in.
Empty the whole clip on him.
Oh, man. Have you know, I love Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
He just did one with Bob Lazar, who is like the guy who used to work at Area 51 who talks about all this stuff. Like me just saying his name probably means this podcast is getting flagged. Government's listening to this podcast just to see if anything's going on. So you guys have, you've all, Cameron and Adam, do you guys know each other as well? Because it seems like there's a lot of familiarity between you two. How long have you guys known each other?
Since he got in the league.
Yeah. Since I broke in before I made it to the league, spring training.
Wow, really?
Called me over. Come here. Come over here. Come over here. What you? Hey, do your thing, man. Everybody, I can't say what exactly.
Can't say
But do your thing.
Get yours, man.
So, yeah, exactly.
What drew you to Cameron?
Black.
Just to yeah.
That started it.
Yeah.
And it helped. But it's a brotherhood in the same time, and you want to see, obviously, you want to see everybody succeed, but obviously with the game being where it's at when it comes to African Americans, at times you just gravitate towards some of the black guys, and you try to give them some words of encouragement, especially being older. And just like the Latins do, you know, you got to take care of your own. And when there's not that many of us, so we have to take care of our group. So it's nothing to anybody else. Obviously, we mix up with everybody. We got friends, all races in this damn game. But we have to take care of our own in a sense. And like CC's done it for me, and he's had guys who've done it to him, and it's just passing down that torch. That's all it is.
When I first came up, it was what we have now as African Americans in the game. That's how it was for Latins. Like, you know, we can be on separate teams, and if you see a black dude, you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
but that's how it was for Latinos. You know, early when I first came up, and it just is what it is. You know, no matter what team you're on or you know, organization, you want to try to help and be, help them out and see, you know, you share the similar experiences, so you want to try to help them out and be there if you can.
That's interesting, man. You know, when you guys came in, you were joking about that Amir Garrett stuff last night, and as I'm seeing that unfold, I'm just like, I'm thinking this guy's going to be CeCe's hero, and sure enough,
I need a jersey.
and
I want one that I can wear. I don't want no jersey for him to sign. Like, I want to wear that bitch. And I'm gonna walk around. I'm like that.
Yeah, I'm like that. He need his own T-shirt.
Yo,
first thing I did was call CeCe. Hey, big homie, please tell me you see me. That's the most gangster I've ever seen.
About that life.
I talk a lot of shit, but I don't know if I would ever do some shit like that. Like,
that was so good.
That was fucking gangster, guys. I mean, I don't, it's only a few motherfuckers in the world that'll do some shit like that.
Teammate of the year right there, bro.
Man, of the century.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired of this shit, man. We hitting homers and y'all throwing at us. I'm tired of this shit.
That was real.
Do you think that he even do you think he told his manager who was out there, or his pitching coach, whoever was out there at that point?
Did you watch it? He definitely told it.
I'm about to go do something.
And the pitching coach definitely tapped him, was like, go ahead and fuck him up.
Yeah. Period.
Oh, it's amazing.
The pitching coach turned around and was like, hey, we better get somebody going.
What I say, hindsight 2020, he probably should have just let him throw at the next dude.
He probably should just let him throw at the next dude.
Hindsight, he's like,
oh my gosh.
The coach is like, man, I should have just let him go out there and face that guy.
A lot of reviewing that video and
man.
Because it started with Pittsburgh anyway, throwing at them. So I mean, they in the right.
They pitch in.
Who they throw at bottom?
I mean, I don't know.
They always pitch.
That's always been their philosophy, is to pitch in.
Pittsburgh.
Pitch in, that's always their philosophy.
But that's got to be,
pitch in, you miss.
Yeah, but you got to know how to pitch in. You got to have the right pitchers to be able to do that. You can't have guys throwing at people's head and shit. And guys throwing hard now.
Hey, hard. So we just got something in Miami. I mean, one of their bullpen guys slide step in 98.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
Slide step 98.
Don't know where it's going.
Don't know where it's going.
Wall, like, it hurts. These people don't realize that it hurts.
Yeah.
Man, it hurts.
I
had to come back off you. You said this whole damn field.
You got the whole fucking field, and you trying to hit the ball right off me, cuz.
That shit hurt, man.
Wait, how about that, though? The increased velocity in the game. How much tougher has that made your guys' jobs as hitters in this game? Just knowing that your average pitcher now, I mean, once you get to the pen, most guys are throwing at least 96, 97, and a lot of times a lot harder.
And half off speed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for me, it ain't the velo. It's the velo with the off speed. We grew up hitting fastballs. We grew up running the machine, throwing 20 miles harder than you should be facing anyway. So you grew up hitting the heater, but it's the stuff with the heater now, and guys throwing 97-mile-an-hour sinkers and cutters and with the sliders and the splitties and
you're going to tell me you go up with Chapman on the mound, like, let's just slide it right
here.
No.
It's
but he's throwing it more often.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you do to that? Because you got to gear up for 100 if you got to. So what do you do?
Exactly.
Pray.
Yeah. that's all you can do, man. That's all you can. So did you guys did you watch the Jomboy video breakdown yet of the Brawl, by the way?
I just watched it.
I watched the Jomboy, was the one he did for when Chu hit that home run. And they hit the dude in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I
just found that account.
Oh.
That was one of my favorites.
You know what's funny is the stuff he's doing, I believe, and I don't know how Major League Baseball feels about the way he's using the video and the audio and whatever else, but I actually believe it's good for the sport. You know, when you get, like, sort of those kind of insights and whatever, like, people get energized by seeing that kind of stuff.
That breakdown to this Brawl is hilarious.
It's hilarious. You got it. Poor Chris Archer, man.
That shit is hilarious.
Oh, my gosh.
Archer getting just,
gosh, man.
I mean, you got to run into a fight ready, though. He seemed like he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kevin Hart thing?
He wasn't ready, guys.
You got to know. When old buddy came off that mound, you got to know what he coming for.
You got to be ready. He wasn't ready, bro.
Can you think of someone you've seen entering a brawl and you're like, oh, no, no, they want no part of this. Like over the years, like some guys who were like about to get in it, and then they realized, oh no,
I'm not
going
to say his name, but one dude from Detroit.
Oh, yeah?
When we got in that fight in Detroit, he wanted no part of it, and Tyler Austin didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. He wanted his
And that's
part.
exactly what he was saying. I don't give a fuck.
I only seen one other person like that. That was Nigel Morgan back against Chris Volstad. He was
When he jumped punched.
when he tried a Superman punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen anything like that except for Nigel. Like some people want that smoke, man.
Nigel want to fight right
Man,
now.
We cleared benches with Detroit, and one of their guys was screaming, "I didn't do nothing," and Tyler Austin was saying, "I don't give a fuck."
no.
I promise you. I promise you. That happened.
I'm not even gonna guess. I'm not gonna guess what that was. I probably could.
That happened, bro.
Oh, my gosh, man. When you hear Tyler Austin that, all of a sudden you're like, yo, that's my guy.
That's
right?
my guy, bro.
Like, you respect those dudes. Well, I can remember even last year when you guys brawled with the Red Sox, and afterwards, I don't know if it was Brock Holt or whoever was like, man, we were in the middle of it like, yo, those are some big dudes. I'm not sure I want a part of this, man. Like,
Yeah, we got some big dudes on
oh
our
my
team.
gosh, you really do. Yeah, I mean, it's serious. So how do you guys, we're recording on the trade deadline. This podcast is going to be released tomorrow, the day after the trade deadline. See, how about you? You've been through the experience as a player on a team acquiring guys many times. And you've also been the guy who moves around this time. I don't know if it was deadline day or a couple days before with Milwaukee.
Like 3 weeks before.
Okay, all right, sounds good. But, like, what is the energy like in the clubhouse around this time of year?
I mean, it's the same. You don't know what's going to happen. Either you're getting guys or you're not. You're just waiting to see what's going to happen, just like everybody else. We don't know any extra information, more than anybody else. We in there talking trade rumors just like everybody else. So, it's an exciting time if you're on the right team. If you're on the team like in 2016, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're getting rid of everybody and you're just trying to figure out, like, what are we doing? What's the next step? So it could be, either way.
Are you guys? Have you guys ever been on a team that didn't make a move and everyone was real disappointed at the deadline when they didn't? You have, Adam?
No, I mean, I think everybody has, because you always want, when you're playing well, you always want your team to improve, And obviously, how your record is on this day, generally is going to dictate what moves your team is going to make. If you ain't winning, all right, we're getting rid of some salary. Like last year, we came here and somebody just posted a picture of Will Smith when he walked in all by himself. The last episode. Because we traded 5 guys away like that, because obviously we need to shed salary. So it depends. And it's like right now, what do we do? Because with Diamondbacks, we in it. Are we in it? Do we want in it? And we only have one deadline. It's not like, okay, all right, look at
that division is crazy.
It is.
That division is
Dodgers crazy though. You can. It's like you never out of it to the end. Though.
Dodgers, taking over.
But the wild card,
The
though.
wild card,
exactly.
it's
So, say 3 weeks from now, we don't have that. You can't go get a J.D. Martinez like they did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You can't go get that move. So it's like you got to go in.
Houston
all
got
now.
Verlander with the second.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Second.
You
Yeah.
can't do that. You got to go now, or you know what I mean. Was it stay on the pot? Was that saying?
Yeah.
Get off the pot or shit or something.
Yeah.
Shit or stay on
If I'm the GM ever, I'm always going to get everybody.
Yeah.
You too.
Stay off the pot or shit. I think it's the new version, according to Adam. All right,
Last chance you get you fucked up every time.
Been watching it like.
see, you're saying if you're a GM, you're just like trading for everyone.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man! That's just me. I'm always go all in. So if I'm ever the GM of a team, if anybody listening, I'm trading for every fucking body.
Yeah.
The whole fucking farm.
do you want to be a GM?
Ramifications, though.
Do
You
I
got-
want to be a GM?
If you
I
GM,
don't know.
If you're GM here, you got buku money.
Exactly.
You're a
So I'm
GM.
thinking about being a GM here.
Okay, I'm saying if you're a GM in Oakland,
Yeah, no.
you
Then
ain't
it's a
getting-
different.
you,
It's
you
a
might not
different
get
story.
nobody. You're a GM
Yeah.
in certain cities, but you're a GM here. I mean,
You're a GM here. You can,
yeah, it ain't no unlimited resources. Unlimited.
See, if there was a guy who has a no trade clause, who you guys wanted, would you guys ever get on the horn and be like, hey, trust me, you're gonna like it here. Come here. Like, I know you got a no trade, but
Hit me up last year. with that.
We need.
I mean, it
no
depends
joke.
on-
We could. We
Yeah,
need to
it
because
depends
our
on who
locker
it
room
is.
so
If it
tight.
was-
We
yeah.
talked about our
Yeah.
locker room so tight, and if if you're on the other side, for me for years it was Yankees, man, Yankees. But if I would have knew had the in the lock, man, it's like how you gotta want to be here.
Yeah,
like
I would have shaved this little peach fuzz, kept it.
quit.
I wouldn't care.
Now it depends on who it is, though.
Exactly.
If the player, but if you think they can play here, it's hard to play here, but
Facts.
the clubhouse and everything else is good. It's fun.
Yeah, it's just about mentally, can you handle this atmosphere or not?
Yeah.
Cameron, how about, you've been dealt at the deadline. You were even talking, I think reporters were asking me about this yesterday. You've been dealt at the deadline. You know what that's like.
Yeah.
What is, kind of like, if you're a player who could get dealt that day, like, are you talking with your agent? Are you checking your phone? How are you going about it?
For me, again, I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
I got accustomed to it at 20 years old, so after that it was like, it was come deadline, if you playing well, if you're a prospect, if you one of those guys who don't have a lot of time, guess what? It's only a few people who untouchable.
Yeah.
They tell you what they want to tell you. Oh, no, you're not going anywhere. And then you look up and you trade it. You look up and you wearing a different uniform. So, like I said, I think, speaking for myself, it's a part of the business, man. And like we said, if you're going to a good situation, nobody's trying to lose at this level. It makes for some long seasons. Right around, it makes for some long seasons when you just showing up
going through the motions.
Going through the motions, man. So, it's not always a bad thing, so.
You get put in a winning situation, all of a sudden you might reconsider that.
Exactly.
Whether it's a bad thing to be dealt or not.
Revitalize you.
But he said something else I always say, like, you always get that lesson like it's a business.
It's
you know
a
what I'm
business.
saying? Depending on whether you get it at 20 years old or you get it at 27 or 30 or whatever.
30,
but you get
33.
that. You get that lesson. That you know what I'm saying? That you learn that lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Brantley's dad Mickey Brantley told me I was a bat boy. I was just working out. He was like, don't believe nothing they tell you. If you keep playing, you get drafted, don't believe nothing they tell you. That was his advice.
Wow, man. This was back when you were a bat boy?
I was a bat boy. You got 3 strikes. And your brother, you got 2, really. So, don't mess it up.
Don't you? Cam's a great storyteller, isn't he, man?
Don't get in no trouble.
Don't get in no trouble. That ain't even a part of what we can do.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? No.
But it's real, man. Don't believe nothing you hear, man, because it's a business at the end of the day. There's no loyalty in this game as far as amongst owners, players.
None.
And it's not personal; it's business.
It's just business.
Like Nino Brown said.
But you always think, this is me. Like I'm different. Me with the Indians, I ain't going
I hit
nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
315.
They traded Jim Tomey.
Hey, exactly.
You getting traded?
You out of here. You out of here. Exactly.
Let Manny go.
Shit, they let Manny go.
Exactly.
Your ass is gone.
Exactly, man. That's how it was for me. 2015. Oh man, you back in Detroit, great year. I got a weird feeling about this. At the 2 weeks after the season at the Boys and Girls Club, I'm like, man, thanks for everything you did. We needed some pitching. We needed 2 lefties. It's the business.
It's the business, man.
Adam, you said for you, like it was this year, right, where you got that rude awakening. Did it kind of take free agency this year or the end of last year? When did it really hit it for you? That's like, whoa, this is a different animal.
Hell, everybody at spring training, I'm sitting there like, I ain't got no rental. I ain't got no. Yeah, I'm just at the pad like. I'm supposed to be doing something right now. I ain't called a union and say, here's my retirement papers. No, I'm supposed to be doing something. Like, damn, I ain't got no job. Then I went to Arizona and started hiking Camelback, and I still looked at myself. See, me and Edwin was together every day. It was like, we're supposed to be doing something right now. 10 o'clock in the morning, we're supposed to be doing something. I'm going to Justin Upton's house every morning, hitting in his cage. He ain't there because he had his job. So, I'm like, damn, I ain't for real. It's just boggled my mind. I'm really supposed to be like, damn, I really ain't got no job. So,
and I thought I hated spring training.
I know, like, damn.
Here I am, like, damn.
I'm missing him backfield. But, it was business. I guess how things ended last year. Damn. I don't know what the hell really transpired on what was said. I don't know, but it was a tough. It wasn't a tough winter because my wife kept me occupied with traveling and all that kind of stuff. But on a professional level, like for 15 years I had a job.
Yeah.
And one year I ain't got one. So I'm like, what the hell's going on around here?
And I know
it's part of the business. You know what I mean? And they say, you always think that, I thought I was going to be in one spot for a long time. I was there for 11 years, but business transition. And I really don't know what happened, but them motherfuckers. But hey, at the end of the day, it's business. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how long you've been there. If at the end of the day, if you don't turn out to be one of their boys, you're not their boy. And for some reason, I wasn't their boy, and I'm glad I ain't. It's business. Yeah. I had a great time there. Made a lot of money. Move on.
Yeah. Does that experience create some sort of like chip on your shoulder then, moving forward?
For a little bit, it does. And then you get over it. Like how we all sitting here like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But it does for a little bit, like pisses you off, and puts a little chip on your shoulder, and, you want to work hard to show people, what they missing out on. So, yeah, I mean, it does. And then you get over it, and then you find other motivations to keep playing.
I love this question from Patrick McKinstry. He tweeted at R2C2. Adam, we have our own Twitter handle now.
Baby.
Yeah. So, are you on? You're only on Instagram, right?
I'm on Twitter. I follow you, man. You don't follow me. Yeah. I got 500,000 followers.
What's your handle?
Oh, look, he just went straight to his Twitter now.
Because I went to tag you today and I couldn't.
Simply AJT, the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I know, because I was typing in Adam Jones.
He hit you with that. Oh, you called me.
Wait.
Wait, he got no missed.
You know what, man? Adam, that's a mistake on my part, man. I had to correct that. Well, now you can follow the R2C2 handle as well. I think Cameron's maybe following it. I don't know. If not, he's going to be at the end of this.
Yeah, I will.
But so this question for Patrick McKinstry, I thought was a good one to it. Who's the best player you ever played against that didn't end up making the show? See, why I love this.
Brian Cole for me.
Oh, yeah?
He was an outfielder, played for the Mets. He was Mike Trout before Mike Trout. He was an unbelievable player. But he got into a car accident and passed away.
Oh, my goodness.
After spring training, going to AA. He was going to Binghamton. After spring training one year, I think it was 2000. But he played for the Mets. He was unbelievable.
Really?
I mean, I've never seen – at that time, I had never seen a player like that. And Brian Cole.
Brian Cole, wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm really, really trying to think of a name. Because I've played with some really good players. A lot of them got, a cup of tea. So.
Yeah, could even be a dude who, you were growing up with, or, I'll expand it. It could be a guy who got a cup of tea who you were sure was going to be a terrific
Abercrombie.
Oh, yeah.
That body.
They used to compare. That's why he's getting. Man, Reggie was a monster.
Yeah. Elijah Dukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Those were guys who you thought for sure.
I mean, Abercrombie just fit the bill. Bro. Big, strong, just
fast, everything
you want. Yeah, everything you wanted in an athlete. But he was a linebacker playing baseball.
Jay Miller, you remember Jay Miller?
He went back to go play linebacker.
Did he?
Yeah,
I remember Jay Miller. Yeah.
Jay Miller, I played with Jay Miller. He was a freak.
Is that the guy you would think of, Cameron, who you thought?
As far as just athleticism, Jay Miller was. It was scary. Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
You remember Michael Taylor?
Big boy.
He was a monster coming through youth and perfect game.
Yeah.
And I played with a dude named Mike Hernandez from Brooklyn. Otto knows him. Maybe the best hitter, just pure hitter I ever played with.
Really?
I don't think he had a position. And he went to Oklahoma, signed on like one of those come in on a Sunday and try out. Like regular people off the street. And then they signed him, and he ended up making it AA, hitting 300 everywhere.
Wow,
Best hitter I ever played with.
Wow, man.
Just didn't have a position. Nasty.
See, I love these kind of stories because it's amazing, right? The guys who maybe have the ability, the talent, whatever, and it just doesn't work out for one reason or another. It doesn't.
Baseball's hard, man. A lot of shit. You gotta be lucky. A lot of shit got to go right for you.
A lot of chance too. I remember Eric Duncan.
Yeah, man.
He got drafted by the Yankees.
Yes, he did.
And who did the Yankees go get in 2004? A-Rod.
That's true, yeah.
You ain't playing third base.
No, you ain't going to be the third baseman.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? You're the first round pick, and you just go get A-Rod. You basically playing for all 29 other teams.
How many years
that's
Ron
what everybody
Howard got stuck in AAA
anyway.
hitting 40 homers?
Behind Tony.
4 years
Behind
in AAA hitting
He was behind
40
Tony.
homers?
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you're delayed, and then you're like,
Damn, 300 homers right
damn.
here.
Yeah.
27, 28
4
at that time.
Well, think about even guys on your team right now, right? Who have gotten chances and taken off, like a Luke Voigt or
Gio,
right? Yeah. I mean, these guys just didn't really have consistent playing time. Now they're getting getting it, and all of a sudden they produce, you know? And a lot of times it's your circumstances,
Sometimes
right?
certain injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are in first place, and Stanton's got, 12 at-bats this year?
Yeah.
Something like that?
It's crazy,
Just imagine
man.
when Big Black come back.
Right.
So, I mean, there's some of his chance. I got called up. Jeremy Reed broke his thumb. Then Sensor True get called up. They say he couldn't play center field. Then they called me up. I'm 20. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all, some of it's just chance, the organizations you're in.
Yeah.
Like if you was a shortstop in this organization from 95 all the way to 2014,
You done.
You might need to go play another position. Robinson Cano was a shortstop. Soriano was a shortstop.
Yeah.
Now, you going somewhere else. You know what I mean? So, circumstances. Sometimes you just. I remember when I signed a 6-year deal in Baltimore, I told all the minor league center fielders, y'all better switch positions. learn how to play these corners.
You better go to the winter ball.
Go play right first.
Don't give a damn what they tell
What I tell you?
I don't give a fuck what they tell you.
I told him the other day, I'm going to DR to play first, cuz. I'm going to play winter ball this year. I might start throwing left-handed too.
That is tremendous. How about Craig Weller wants to know, he says, I loved Cameron's diving at the finish line tape at home plate the other night. Where'd you get that from?
Usain Bolt, man. Hit the finish line. But like you said, I guess it look like the Area 51 thing. So. Naruto, or whatever that is, the anime.
Okay, nice.
anime.
Very good. Jason Edwards, JLog76 tweets, do you guys ever think MLB will allow a broadcast of a game with foul language to happen on a streaming service that usually allows that kind of thing? Because I'd watch the shit out of that.
They should.
Right?
Why not?
Yeah.
CC gonna be the first
I'll be
one.
the first one to do that shit.
Like what's the name with Kevin Garnett's?
Yeah.
Area 21.
Just like that.
Yeah.
He don't. I mean, they say damn and hell.
You know,
that should be
Charles
allowed.
Barkley.
I mean,
Charles Barkley been doing it for years now.
100%. On national TNT.
But if they just do a streaming, like if they
Just
did
straight, yeah.
a game,
yeah, I think you could.
The zone. That's what I think. I
but
think.
I think people would love that.
People would love it. They love the humanity in it.
But you would have to. I feel like you would have to get the microphone from the field too, so you can hear what people saying on the field.
Oh, that'd be great.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so against that, though. For some reason. I don't want them knowing what I'm saying, man. Hey, look at this. That word. When Boone went out there and said savages, somebody made so much money off of that until
Quick.
Hey, there you go. Savage.
How much money was made off of off of that mic?
That was a terrific.
It was unbelievable,
rant, man.
Yeah,
it was
went-
incredible.
And he did. I mean, he did a good job.
He did a good job, cuz I was proud of him. I was proud of
That was
him.
way worse.
That was good.
That
Because Rocco Baldelli came out in that Minnesota series, and I was just very disappointed. Very, very disappointed.
Sir,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
happy
he
with your
said,
strike zone.
but I can definitely tell what he didn't go off. I need you. If you come out the dugout, go the fuck off.
Oh, we had a good one. So we was in
David Bell, like how David Bell slid out
Go
there
off.
yesterday.
Hit the
He
fucking-
said he came and slid
Like
out.
he was running a route, cuz.
Hey, Torrey had one. The umpire, he baited him into it. He said, "Torrey, you got something to say?" You goddamn right, I got something to say. Can't you bait him, man?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. I know, man. Do you guys
They did that to me last year in Toronto.
If they bait
got
you
kicked out? I was doing the game. You
In
got kicked out on
Toronto,
the bench.
yeah, I'm sitting
they
on the
gonna bait
bench.
you.
Second pitch of the game, I just yelled something. He was like, "Not today." What the fuck you talking about? Not today. Call the shit right then. And then he threw me. And then he threw me out. I was like, "It's hot out here anyway, bitch. I'm out of here." Fucking second pitch of the game.
I'm going to Jacobs.
That is so tremendous. I love those rants, man. Rants, brawls, they're entertaining. They're
hilarious.
man.
Oh,
they
they're
are.
funny.
They are entertaining.
Yeah.
So I know you guys got work to do. So does Jack Maldonado, who runs the radio broadcast.
Maybe got work to do.
Mabin's got real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're off. You're off.
I'm chilling.
But Mabin's playing today. Here's what we like to do on the shift though, because MLB players, they saw what we were doing on R2C2. They really liked it. Players Association. They want to get involved. So one of the ways we like to end our episodes of the shift is just by asking you guys, what is something in the game right now you love, and what is one thing you would like to change?
I love the competition. I think it obviously is growing. I can't stand just how they're trying to change the game constantly, and the people that are doing it don't have to suffer through it.
You mean like rule changes
Just a
or
lot of
like
just-
the
yeah.
analytic invasion
The
or
analytic
what?
part, I get all that. I mean, obviously you need to grow whatever game, and you need to get. I mean, this game is $10 billion industry. You
Right.
better get everything out of it. I get all that, but just trying to like next year you're going to three batters rule. So you're basically going to tell me how to strategize in a game of pure strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to manage my team.
Yeah.
But that's just how the game is going. They want to get the game at 2 hours and 8 minutes. So hey, I help. Hell, I ain't sitting out there taking. What you talking about?
I'm glad I'm on my way out.
That
bro.
30-second shot clock up there. I'm
won't-
glad I got Joe Garagiola.
Or they just gonna put
cancels all
a
that.
time clock right before you come in the locker room, and we just gonna start clocking in. They trying to.
Hey,
Cool with
man.
that. I mean, that's mine.
How about you, Cam?
For me, I think the best part is this for me.
R2C2.
Like
I agree. It is the best part of the game.
Exactly. Black, I support black owned. But just the relationships that you build right here. C taking me out to eat and calling me, and he don't got to do that. Adam always texting me, making, hey man, I see you doing your thing, keep balling, little stuff. Like I want to sit up here and lie. Like these dudes guys that I've looked up to, who I've admired how they play the game, and they constantly, and I don't say constantly, just enough checking on me, seeing how I'm doing. So I value those relationships. And then, like Adam said, I think it's just some of the stuff is starting to become too much. All the rule change, it's not been implemented, but. Stealing first base. Shit, I mean, shit
I would love to
that.
steal. Give me some more.
But I wouldn't lie though. There's a couple dudes who I'd be looking to run, but it's just little stuff. Man.
Baton just bounced that first shot. I think way over there, I'm out.
Zach Britton up there throwing sinkers and sinkers. But like this is the little stuff, man. I wish like to me the replay is a joke. It's a joke. Like I can't talk about how often we're watching it and they still
get it wrong.
It's just like for me, it's just like, I can't fathom.
I think they're afraid to show the umpires up at times.
So it's just like why have it? If that's the case, you know what I mean?
No, we got to get the shit right. Fuck showing up the umpires.
Exactly. So if we're not gonna get it right, then go back to just the good old human nature. They missed it. They made it. Whatever. But we watched against our team at least 4 calls this year. It's just like.
Well, you looked at the replay and this should be the call. But,
so replay, I think they need to do a better job of that, honestly.
Well, guys, we could talk forever. Before we end this episode of The Shift presented by R2C2, though, we got to say happy birthday to you, Adam.
Hey,
Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's a birthday, Adam. Happy birthday,
Young
man.
fella, don't tell baseball my age, man.
28 tomorrow, baby.
Oh, my gosh, that's right.
Name's Adon Holmes.
28, you want this primetime free agent right now.
Yeah.
Go get him, man. Adam, have a wonderful birthday, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Adam, Cameron, thank you for being with us as always. See, we did it again, man.
We
pulled
did.
it off.
Another week.
Man. We did. We're always very proud of ourselves for being able to release every Thursday.
It's like an all-black outfield right here.
Soul Patrol.
Hey, guys, will you just tell the people to download, rate, review, and subscribe? We've been having our guests end our episodes that way.
Download, rate, review, and subscribe
And
to
all of
R2C2. And proceeds go to CC's pitching.
What he said.
Well, it's free, but yes. Very nice. Thanks, guys.